Hey guys, what's up? Tim Queenie, and today I want to talk about how to get your first 1,000 LinkedIn followers. And the first step I want you to do is to turn on LinkedIn Creator Mode. This will change your default button on your LinkedIn profile from connecting to following. So if someone visits your profile and they click the default button, they will follow you automatically. The plus side of that is that they won't be able to send you messages. So people can still connect with you, but it's just a couple of extra steps that someone has to take. So you're automatically qualifying the people who just want to see your content will follow you, but the people who want to connect with you, want to work with you, those have to do just a few extra clicks to be able to send you a message, which will dramatically reduce the number of messages that you're receiving on a daily basis. Once you become a thought leader on LinkedIn, there is a very high chance that you will be overwhelmed with messages and questions, and makes it really difficult to identify the right ones, which are just interested in asking for some free content and people who are actually interested in becoming a customer of yours. Tip number 2, I want you to optimize your LinkedIn profile, and I want you to pay attention to 2 sections in particular. The first one is your profile picture. You want to communicate that you are someone of authority, someone who is knowledgeable and trustworthy, but you also want to make sure that you're likable, because when you combine all of those features, someone is knowledgeable, someone is authoritative, and someone who is likable, that creates charisma. And people naturally want to follow people who are very charismatic because they feel they're going to get a lot of value from that relationship and from following someone's ideas in that field. The second thing that you want to focus on is you want to write a really good headline. You can also check out the link on my website, timqueen.com/blog. There is a really cool article which I've written about how to create over 39 different headline formulas. And what your headline formula wants to communicate is what kind of content can people expect when they follow you. You really want to give them like the micro pitch of what kind of topics you're talking about, or like who are you creating content for. So when an ideal customer is seeing your profile and they're reading your headline, they will instantly identify and say, that's me. That's exactly me. I am this person. I have this challenge. I have this goal. I want to know how to get there. And then when they instantly feel and see the benefit because they understand it from the context of your headline, they're more likely to actually hit the follow button to join your audience. And this will really help you get your audience numbers up really, really quickly and to get 1,000 followers really, really fast. Tip number 3, create a LinkedIn content strategies. This will help you get really clarity on like who's your audience, what are their pain points, what are their goals, and then to create content that is helping them achieve their goals. What you want to do is you want to identify who are your ideal customers and what are the specific needs and challenges and like goals, so you better understand how you can help them. And what you want to do is with your content strategy, you want to create content that is both helping them overcome their challenges, achieve their goals, but you want to also understand how you have to communicate how your products and services are helping them achieve their goals and overcome their challenges. So it also becomes like your tool of how to frame all of your marketing material in order for potential customers to really understand how you would be able to help them and how much value you can provide to them. And by having a content strategy, you will be able to create content consistently. You will create the right hashtag. You will know all the emotional trigger points that you have to hit over and over again so people can understand the value that you're providing. And that will automatically increase the number of followers because people have a really clear idea of who you are and what benefit they have actually following your content on LinkedIn, what to see in the newsfeed. Tip number 3, create 3 to 5 pieces of content every week using the appropriate hashtags. Now, when I'm talking about hashtags, you have to really understand the importance of hashtags. Hashtags are really powerful on LinkedIn because people can follow hashtags, and whenever someone signs up for the LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn will already ask them what kind of topics they're interested in, and LinkedIn will automatically make them follow specific industry hashtag based on their answers. Now you can use that to your advantage because when you're just starting out, even when you're growing, you always want to get your content in front of new people. So every time you're using those hashtags, and also especially when you're combining this with your LinkedIn creator hashtag, which you can add 5 of to your LinkedIn profile, that when your content is performing really well, it will be shown to a lot of people who have never heard of you before, who don't follow you, who are not connected to you, who are not connected to any one of your followers, but who are just interested in those hashtags, that they will be able to discover your content. And if you want to learn more about this, you can download my free LinkedIn hashtag guide, which shows you exactly how to do that. The link is down in the description or in the pinned comment below. Now, by posting 3 to 5 posts per week, I primarily recommend focusing on weekdays, Monday to Friday. That could be something like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you want to do 3 posts, or it could be Monday to Friday, 1 post every day. This will give you the biggest benefit of both. This will help you to take advantage of the LinkedIn algorithm because you're getting the most amount of eyes within a 24-hour period to see your content on LinkedIn. Tip number 5, focus on common engagement. Tip number 5, focus on common engagement. There are generally 3 types of engagement on LinkedIn that is visible to most users. One is reactions, that can be the like button, the heart button, or any of the other buttons. Then you have comments, when someone writes a comment underneath your post. And then the third one is when someone is sharing or reposting your content on their profile. Now, why do I want you to focus on common engagement? Because comments are one of the most powerful forms of reactions. It's always easy to press the like button or to press the repost button, but writing a comment takes a lot of work, and the more time someone spends, the more unique the comment is, the more someone is typing, the more LinkedIn will consider this engagement form as highly valuable, and it will help you to boost your organic reach on LinkedIn. So when someone writes a comment, it will also show up your post in some of their connections newsfeed, because they will say, hey, ABC has wrote a comment under this post, and then they see your post and they see also the person's comments. So that will expose other people in their network to your content, and makes it highly likely that someone wants to follow you or start an engagement, start also replying to the comments, which can give you an opportunity to talk to them, to make a strong first impression, and then maybe to encourage them to follow you. And this is a really powerful way. So focus on common engagement. Tip number 6, connect with your most active commenters in your LinkedIn audience. Now, when you have people who are showing up every day and are leaving like meaningful comments that really help engage the conversation on your post, it's a really good idea to connect with those people. For one, it's great for building relationships, and it also helps you to grow a powerful network, because it's not just about having followers, it's also about building relationships and starting personal conversations with people who are there helping you build your brand. And what better way to build your brand than to talk to someone one-to-one in personal messages? Now, this in return will also help you attract more followers in the long run through strong cooperations with other people in your audience you're directly connected with. Tip number 7, experiment with LinkedIn content formats. There are so many different content formats that you can use on LinkedIn that will help you create a very diverse range of content that is responding and resonating with different audience members with different preferences. Just to give you like a few ideas what you could post, you can publish videos, you can publish text-based posts, you can publish photos, written articles, newsletters, you can do live streaming, can upload audio form, you can upload audio files in the form of a video, you can upload documents, you can upload polls, and LinkedIn is adding more content types all the time. So make sure that you're using different content types, because some people react to different content types different, and if you have a diverse audience with different preferences for written or visual content, this will really help you keep everyone engaged, because everyone knows every once in a while you're going to publish a video again. There's going to be a long form article for someone who likes to read a little bit more. They're going to be short form text pieces, photos, live streaming, polls, you name it. So this will really help you keeping your audience engaged by creating content types that are resonating to a broader range of people with different personal preferences. Tip number 8, you have to give value. It's really important when you are creating your content that you are thinking about creating something that is valuable for your reader. It's not there to promote value for you. By self-promotion, for example, if you're just highlighting, hey, sign up for my services, this will not help them. You have to create something for your audience that is of value to them. So don't focus, or actually completely avoid, any form of aggressive self-promotion. Really focus and tie everything together, like 80% value, and then you can put 20% self-promotion at the end, and you will see not only will your follower count rise and you're going to be way quicker on your path to 1,000 followers, but you will also be able to sell way more in the long term if you want to start a thought leadership business on LinkedIn. Tip number 9 is a simple one. I want you to add a call to action to every single post. And I want you to ask people something very specific. I want you to ask them to follow you. And the way you want to phrase that is you want to tell people why they should follow you. Like you could, for example, say, hey, follow me. I'm creating content about LinkedIn marketing strategies, and I help you find new ideas how you can attract content. And I'm going to show you new ideas how you can attract new clients by creating content on LinkedIn with a strong content strategy. Now, here you're communicating clearly what is your content strategy and why someone should follow you. And this will really help people make a decision on the spot while they're reading your content if they want to press the follow button or not. So make sure that you have a call to action and you're explaining your content strategy in 1 or 2 sentences so people can really understand what to expect when they hit the follow button on your profile. Now, tip number 10 is I want you to add a follow button to your website. So whenever someone is visiting your website, for example, because they found one of your articles on your website, or because they're checking out your contact section and they find a list of all of your different social media profiles, they want to learn more about you. By having a dedicated follow button, it makes it so much easier to grow your network with engaged followers because they already know so much about you, because they already found your website, they read one of your articles, they read maybe some of your products and service packages, and they want to maybe learn more about the content that you're publishing on LinkedIn. So it's a really good idea to add a follow button to your website to attract more followers on LinkedIn. Tip number 11, send out an email to your email list to promote your LinkedIn profile to attract more followers. This works especially well if you already have an email list. If you don't, I highly recommend that you start one. It's one of the most powerful marketing tools. What you can do is you can, for example, set up a welcome email. When someone signs up for your newsletter, that the first email they're getting, they're going to get a link to your LinkedIn profile with a short elevator pitch where you tell them what kind of content are you creating on LinkedIn, for who, what is the value of reading your content, what are the topics that you're talking about. And this will really quickly drive up not only your newsletter subscribers, but also the number of followers on your LinkedIn profile. Tip number 12, I want you to promote your LinkedIn profile on your other social media platforms. You can, for example, use your LinkedIn profile link and include this as your bio link. This works on a lot of different platforms. It works on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And it's a really powerful way to drive traffic to your LinkedIn profile and also increase the number of LinkedIn followers. Now, you can link directly to your LinkedIn profile, or you could create a bio link where you have all of your different other social media platforms. So whenever you find someone on Twitter, they can follow you on all the other different platforms, or you find someone on TikTok, they can connect with you everywhere. It's a really important point that you make sure that you're cross-promoting your LinkedIn profile on all the different platforms to really take advantage of the fact when someone follows you on one platform, they often want to follow you everywhere. It's a really powerful way to grow your LinkedIn followers really quickly. Now, tip number 13, I want you to write meaningful comments on people in your industry or in industries that your customers are following. When I'm saying meaningful comments, I really want you to turn off your self-promotional switch. This is not there for you to shine. This is for you to make a valuable contribution to the post author. So when you're coming there and there's a really interesting post and you feel like you can contribute something of value to this conversation, then just put in the effort and write a little bit. And you will notice, not only will the post author appreciate this and you will be able to quickly build a powerful network on LinkedIn, but you will also notice that some of their followers will take notice and they will say, hey, this is a really valuable contribution. Let's see who this person is. When you're doing the strategy, you will see that a lot of people will start visiting your profile. And also a lot of people, especially if they're matching your ideal customers, will make a decision that they want to follow you on LinkedIn. And it's a really powerful way to both build a powerful network and to attract more high quality followers of your ideal audience on LinkedIn. Now, tip number 14, I want you to create a QR code of your LinkedIn profile that allows people to follow you. This is a really powerful tool that you can print out everywhere. You can create your business card, make it scannable that someone can just take a picture and connect with you on LinkedIn. You can also put this into like a presentation. For example, if you're talking at a conference, just put this on one of your slides to instantly take out their phone, snap a picture of the QR code, then visit your LinkedIn profile and follow you. This is one of the most powerful ways, especially if you get out and creating presentations or speeches, or you generally like give out business cards or networking event. It will really make it much easier to find and attract new followers on LinkedIn. Now, tip number 15, this is the final tip of today. I want you to get featured as a thought leader on LinkedIn. And all you have to do is you have to create really valuable content for a longer period of time using the relevant hashtags. And you will notice that LinkedIn actually has an editorial team who is monitoring content on LinkedIn. And whenever they find a content piece that is really valuable in their eyes, they will often decide to feature this piece of content and actively push it out to other people who follow this hashtag. This is hand curated. So if you really pay attention to really creating really high quality content, your chance will exponentially grow the more content you are creating and the more effort you're putting into your content creation on LinkedIn. And such a boost can really quickly help you attract like a few hundred followers just with one post. So I highly recommend to stay on course, not just create a couple of posts and then give up. Commit to this. You have to create content for a couple of months, ideally like 6 to 12 months, for a very high probability that you might get featured by the LinkedIn editorial team as a thought leader for a specific hashtag. Now, if you want to get more tips, I highly recommend that you check out my LinkedIn hashtag guide that you can download with a link in the description and in the pinned comment below. It's really helpful to identify the right hashtags that you should incorporate in your post, and also teaches you how many hashtags you should use and in what combination and where to put them to get the best results. And of course, make sure that you sign up for my LinkedIn Accelerator program that teaches you how to become a thought leader on LinkedIn. Link is down in the description and into the pinned comment below. And if you want to get more videos like this, make sure that you subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and smash the like button. And I'll see you soon. Bye.